What if the real reason you're not getting rich has nothing to do with how much money you earn? Because right now, somewhere in the world, a person earning far less than you is quietly building wealth. They're saving, they're investing, and slowly, their financial life is becoming more stable every single year. But at the same time, there are people earning 10 times more than you who feel completely broke. They earn huge salaries, yet they still worry about bills. They still feel financial pressure, and many of them live paycheck to paycheck. So how is this possible? Same world, same economy, but completely different outcomes. The answer is not intelligence, it's not luck, and it's definitely not income. The difference is something much more powerful, a system. And once you understand this system, your entire way of thinking about money will change. The biggest financial misunderstanding. Most people believe one simple idea about money. If I just earn more, my financial problems will disappear. It sounds logical. More income should mean more security. But reality tells a very different story. Many people spend years chasing higher income. They work longer hours, they try new businesses, they search for better opportunities, and eventually, their income increases. But something surprising happens. Their financial stress stays exactly the same. Why? Because income alone does not control money. Behavior controls money. And behavior, without structure, quickly becomes chaos. This is why people with high salaries can still feel financially trapped. Without a system guiding money, every increase in income simply creates new spending. The lifestyle inflation problem. Every time income increases, lifestyle tends to increase as well. At first, the changes feel small. A slightly better phone, a slightly better apartment, a few more comforts. But over time, those small upgrades quietly become permanent expenses. And something dangerous happens. Your financial baseline rises. Yesterday's luxury becomes today's necessity. And suddenly, the life that once felt exciting becomes something you struggle to maintain. This process is called lifestyle inflation, and it traps millions of people. Because instead of building financial security, they build financial pressure. They earn more, but they also need more just to survive. And without realizing it, they reset their financial starting point again and again. Why hard work alone doesn't create wealth. One of the biggest myths about money is that hard work automatically leads to wealth. Hard work is important, but effort alone does not guarantee financial progress. Imagine pouring water onto open sand. No matter how much water you pour, it spreads everywhere and disappears. Money behaves exactly the same way. Without direction, it leaks into everyday spending, small purchases, convenience choices, impulse decisions. None of these feel significant in the moment, but together they slowly drain financial potential. This is why many hardworking people feel confused about money. They are doing everything right in their career, but their financial life still feels unstable. The missing ingredient is not effort. The missing ingredient is structure. The quiet power of systems. Successful people rarely depend on motivation. They depend on systems. A system is simply a structure that guides behavior automatically. Instead of making the same decision over and over again, the system decides once, and then it runs in the background. Think about habits like brushing your teeth. You don't wake up every morning and debate whether to do it. The habit exists because the system exists. Money works in exactly the same way. When financial behavior depends on motivation, it becomes inconsistent. But when financial behavior is built into a system, consistency becomes automatic. And consistency is the foundation of wealth, the money system that changes everything. The financial system that creates stability is surprisingly simple. It begins with one powerful rule: money must have a destination before it arrives. If income enters your life without a plan, spending decisions will determine where it goes. And spending decisions are often emotional. The moment money arrives, it should already know its purpose. Some of it supports your current lifestyle, some of it protects your future, and some of it builds long-term growth. This simple separation changes everything. Because once money has a job, it stops disappearing randomly. Pay yourself first. One of the most powerful ideas in personal finance is the concept of paying yourself first. Most people do the opposite. They pay bills, they spend money, and then they attempt to save whatever remains. Unfortunately, something almost always interrupts this plan. Unexpected expenses appear, temptations appear, and the leftover money disappears. But when the order changes, the outcome changes. Savings and investments happen first. Lifestyle adjusts afterward. This approach ensures that your future always receives its share. Instead of hoping money will remain at the end of the month, you guarantee that progress happens first. The role of automation. Automation is one of the most powerful financial tools available today. Automation removes emotion from financial decisions. Because emotions are unpredictable. Some days you feel disciplined. Other days you feel tired, stressed, or distracted. If saving depends on mood, consistency becomes impossible. Automation solves this problem. Automatic transfers move money into savings and investments the moment income arrives. You don't have to think about it, you don't have to remember it. The system does the work for you. And over time, this quiet consistency becomes incredibly powerful. The psychological advantage. Money problems are not only financial, they are also psychological. Many people constantly worry about money. They wonder if they are saving enough. They feel anxious about unexpected expenses. They feel uncertain about their future. But systems replace uncertainty with clarity. When money flows through a structured system, each portion of income has a clear role. Spending becomes controlled, savings become predictable, and financial decisions become simpler. This clarity reduces stress dramatically. Instead of constantly thinking about money, people begin to trust their system, and that trust creates confidence. The power of compounding systems. One of the most misunderstood concepts in finance is compounding. Many people think wealth requires dramatic action, huge investments, massive risks, extraordinary income. But compounding works differently. Compounding rewards small actions repeated consistently over long periods of time. Even modest amounts invested regularly can grow into significant wealth. The key ingredient is time, and the earlier the system begins, the stronger compounding becomes. This is why simple systems can outperform complex strategies, because simple systems are easier to maintain, and long-term consistency beats short-term intensity almost every time. Why most people never build a system.